Martha from Sunnyside, Washington, has a question that indicates to me it's likely she's read our book on curse breaking. How does evil skip a generation? Is that what happened with King Hezekiah and the Bible? His father was extremely evil. Then Hezekiah began his reign and did what was right in the sight of the Lord. Well, I can tell by the language that you're using that you have read our book, because I talk in the book about how sometimes people think there's no curse because there have been preceding godly generations, but curses can skip a generation. It leapfrogs over because there's godly intervention in between those evil generations. Now, understand that all curses are in perpetuity. That's another thing that we teach in the book. When Exodus 20, verse 5, and the Decalogue talks about the curses and the evil continuing under the third and fourth generation, please understand that that's an idiom which in those days meant it goes on and on and on. It meant it goes on forever. You know, we have expressions like, oh, this just goes on and on, or this goes on forever. We mean it has legs. It keeps going. So curses are not broken until they're broken. They don't stop until they're stopped. Now, sometimes there's an intervening godly generation, and this was the case that she's talking about with Hezekiah. He was the son of Ahaz. And the Bible says in 2 Kings 16, he did not do what was right in the sight of the Lord. But as we read on about his son, Hezekiah, 2 Kings 18 says he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord. In fact, as you read the Old Testament, you'll see those phrases crop up over and over again. One king follows the ways of the Lord, the next one does not. One cuts down the groves and destroys the altars to the devil, and the next one rebuilds them. So you see, there's this pattern throughout Hebrew history, as well as all of humanity. Let's say that you have ancestors, your grandparents or your great-grandparents, who were godly. But you know, you hear rumors or have evidence of someone prior to that doing something that was morally reprehensible. Does that mean that those in-between good generations wipe out the bad? Not necessarily so. Maybe they didn't know how to break curses and confessionally confront that kind of evil. So, the curse went underground. It became stealth. It hid. And it lurks for a generation to attack. You know, if the devil can't get you by your godly living, suppose you haven't broken a curse. Well then, I've had demons say to me, I can't get them, but I'm going to get the children, or I'm going to get the grandchildren. So when we break curses, as we teach in our book, you break them not only on yourself, but on future generations. This is very important, that we wipe out all the evil of all the ungodliness of the past. Now, we're not talking about salvation here. We're talking about a separate issue. If you're saved, you're going to heaven, but you can suffer here needlessly because of those curses. Get the book Curse Breaking. Enroll in our International School of Exorcism, where we teach this in detail. We've got some great screen graphics in which we demonstrate this so you can visually see it. Learn these principles so you can get free, your whole family can get free, and future generations can be free. And in perpetuity, they may serve the Lord until He comes. The International School of Exorcism, an online Bible college of spiritual warfare. The history of exorcism, healing, deliverance, and spiritual warfare. The practical aspects of breaking curses, pulling down spiritual strongholds, and removing the legal rights of Satan. Set yourself, your friends, and family free by enrolling in the International School of Exorcism. In our new book, Set Your Family Free, we teach how to raise children with purity principles, how to prepare them for adulthood, and how to break every assignment of Satan over their lives.
We give you the principles of spiritual warfare to fight for your family and to be victorious over the powers of darkness.
This is the book that will set your family free. How do you know if your problems are the result of bad life choices or demons? My 200-page book, Dealing with Demons, has answers for questions most are afraid to ask. Can Christians be demon-possessed? How can I know what's natural and what's supernatural? Dealing with Demons will teach you how to recognize symptoms that the devil is at work in your life. Be one step closer to living in spiritual victory. The most frequent demon that I deal with is the spirit of Jezebel. This demon wants to destroy your health, your finances, your marriage, your family, and your church. My book, Jezebel, is your key to overcoming the most prevalent evil spirit of our age. Get your copy today.
He took the curses away from me. Was he Bob Larson? Because he can help you.
If your life isn't all that it should be, if relationships aren't working, if your health, your finances, or your spiritual life are unhappy, schedule a personal one-on-one encounter with me. We'll get to the root of the issues that are holding you back. We'll give you answers and a whole new direction in life.
Oh, what a change, what a difference when you have an encounter with God.
Take action. I look forward to seeing you soon.
We encourage your support for this worldwide outreach to do what Jesus did. For the latest information on resources, seminars, conferences, training institutes, retreats, and international missions, go to boblarson.org. Thank you for your prayers and financial partnership.